Hi everybody, I'd like to welcome you to my whiteboard. So I want to spend just a minute talking to you about how to set SMART goals using the acronym SMART. And let me go through these pretty quickly. I think you have a handout on it as well. And I also want to give you an example of a generic goal that we can turn into a SMART goal. And hopefully that will help you to see how important that is in the goal setting process. So the S in SMART stands for specific. We want our goals to be specific. We want them to talk about a certain area of our lives that we want to improve. The M in SMART stands for measurable. We want to be able to measure the goal. We want to know at the end, did we achieve the goal? And the only way to really know if we achieved it is to set it up as something that we can measure. So we want to have some numbers to it. The A in SMART is achievable. So if I were to stand here today and say, my goal is to be able to jump over a building. Not really achievable. Maybe for Superman that might be alright, but certainly not for me. The R in SMART stands for risky. Tying my shoes this morning wouldn't be a risky goal, or doing it tomorrow morning. So we want the goals to be risky. Again, there's a balance between achievable and risky, and only you know what that is. So real important to find that balance, to strike that balance between the two. And finally, we want the goal to be timely. We want to finish it in a certain amount of time, and we will add that to our generic goal just to show you how that's done. So let me erase this. Again, I believe you have that anyway, but again, it's specific, measurable, achievable, risky, and timely. Now, let's take a goal that might be fairly common for a lot of people at this time of year, and let's take the goal, I want to get in shape, or get in better shape. So let's start with that. Get in shape. Well, is it specific? And I would argue that it's not specific enough. We're stating an area in our lives that we want to improve. We want to improve our health, or our overall fitness level. So getting in shape, we kind of have a feel for where that's going, but it's not specific enough. So how can we make that more specific? Well, I think there's a guy who's probably in the crowd right now that I know his goal is to finish a marathon. So we could say that. Finish marathon. Okay, more specific than get in shape. Not that that's the only way to get in shape, thank goodness, but that's one of the goals. We're making that get in shape goal more specific. Now, is it measurable? And I kind of jumped ahead of myself by saying I want to finish the marathon. Not just run a marathon, but finish the marathon. However, I think we can get even more specific than that. And I'm not putting any pressure on anybody, but let's attach a time to it. And I'm just throwing this out there, quite honestly. Let's say I want to finish marathon in under, drum roll please, 4 hours. Okay? That's how to make it measurable. The next part of the SMART goal is making it achievable. And that's not something that I can necessarily answer for this certain person. Is it achievable? Again, take a look at it. Let's say that it is achievable. to finish a marathon in under 4 hours. So we're saying that's okay. Now, risky. Is it risky? I think it is. I mean, I think it's risky for anybody to even attempt a marathon, let alone finish a marathon, let alone finish it in under 4 hours. So you're going to have to judge, again, what you think is achievable and what is risky. Finally, timely. And this one is very important, and I think it really adds some meat. It adds some accountability to the goal. I don't want to just say that I want to finish a marathon in under 4 hours. When am I going to do that? Sometime before 20 years from now? So I think what we want to do, and the way that I always like to write my goals, is to put an end time on it. So this is the structure that I like to use. By, let's just say, June 1st, and we want to put a year on there so that we don't say, well, I meant next year. June 1st, 2011, I will finish a marathon in less than 4 hours. I think that's a better goal than just saying, I want to get in shape. So enjoy the day. Hopefully that helped. I'd really be open and glad to talk to anybody about their goals and how to structure it so that you're getting a maximum benefit out of it. Have a great day.